The temperature's outside routinely topping 100 degrees, but we are inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. That sound of the big red siren brings the Cardinals and their fans to action. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you, the kicker, Chad Ryland. Gonna get things started. Off we go from Glendale. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract for the fourth-year man out of Iowa State. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 29, here's second down and 6. Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
A tough spot here. Third and long. Man in motion here is Jennings. On third down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. They're going to be led out by their veteran signal caller out of NC State. It's Jacoby Brissett.
It's just so nice to have a veteran like this on your roster that you know might not get a ton of reps in practice, might not get a ton of reps in the preseason, but when you need to turn to him, he's there and he's ready. They've been a starter in this league. They've had success. He knows how to manage a huddle. He knows how to read defenses. He does all the intangibles that you need to turn to when your team needs a settling force at quarterback. To have one of these guys, man, what a weapon. Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out at the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner. The quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Here's second and 6. Operating from the gun is Brissett. This is caught at the 2. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
DeMercado trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
This defense is able to get the hold here on first down, Mike, but they might have to do it 3 more times. I think if I'm this offense, I'm saying this is 4 down territory. I've got 3 more shots to gain 1 yard. Here you go.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. 49ers offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. He'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the gun, it's Purdy. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. He's got it! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big-time play for the Niners. 54 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job. Remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They bring their tight end right. On the give, it's McCaffrey. He'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And he's going to have a 49ers 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
At the 7-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4 down territory, and Certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Move back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Purdy. That one, take it in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown, 49ers.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Amari DiMercado to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick 1st down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
To throw is Brissett on 1st and 10.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll go play action here with Brissett. Now he'll air one out. That was his balls around, but it is incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
It's 3rd and 4. Throwing again, Brissett. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Call it a gain of 13. It's an Arizona 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
That's another Cardinals
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and we're able to convert.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 12-yard.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. Here's a 2nd and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. Greg Court. Touchdown, Cardinals.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Extra point now by Riley. He gets it to go, and the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Ooh! Up the sideline to the 40. And it'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Garrett Williams on the stop. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Yet another Alabama back in the league. This is Brian Robinson. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Purdy now, he'll throw on under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Airing one out for Bourne. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the 49ers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
To return is Greg Dortch. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Cardinals offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now Messiah. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. This one not quite on target. Too much. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Michael Wilson that time. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Really can't afford to go 3 and out here, Mike. I know you got the lead, but it's not insurmountable by any means, especially after they just scored their last time out. So they've got to dial up their best 3rd down protection, best 3rd down play, whatever it is, by any means necessary. They've got to keep this drive alive.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay and a 1st down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
On 1st and 10, here's Brissett. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Brissett. Finding room at midfield. That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on the zone read. And a good job defensively to rally to the ball. They hold them to a short game.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Brissett gonna throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. The linebacker, Keon White, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Throw it, Brissett. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And no turnover here from one of the guards, able to get the football, get on it to keep possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Off he goes. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
It's a gain of 11. And the 49er first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, San Francisco.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, 49.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a 49er first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone you want to get. Points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Jawan Jennings was the intended target. It's second down. Here's Purdy again. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Again in the air for Purdy. They're hauled in at the 2. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. Clock stops with A little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
Second and goal.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Robinson, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is third and goal.
It's third down and goal to go.
Kittle is the man in motion. Third and goal. It's Purdy. And he'll take it on in. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. His kick is good. And the 49ers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Dortch now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense can see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun is Brissett. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, Brissett. That one is complete to McBride. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. This returnable, it's DeMercado. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Cards offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
Now, Brissett will set up the screen to DeMercado. Oh, and he is depleted on that one. Picked up, thrown down behind the line of scrimmage.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
More to return. The Niners offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Your tight end motioning left here. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Ooh. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And that's taken in by Jennings. That's a good game there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the 1st down.
They need 2. Here's Purdy. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. And he's going to have the 1st down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
Say what you want about this group, Mike, but they certainly aren't scared. I mean, not only to go for it on 4th down, but the quarterback decides to throw that ball into double coverage and somehow still resulted in them being able to extend this drive.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, It's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Man in motion here is Jennings. Purdy now on second down. This one caught just past the pylon. George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah,
and of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay is going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Dortch now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the ground, DeMarcado. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. It's called a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down.
4 brings up 3rd and 1.
It's the quarterback with a sneak, and he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down. They're able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. That's caught downfield by McBride. And he will score. By McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, it's your old position. You're very familiar with that. That catch and carry. What an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Now Ryland for the extra point. He's got it, and the Cardinals cut the lead to 3, 24-21.
Niners 24, Cardinals 21.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. On the return, it's Robinson. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and they've made him a real weapon in the passing game. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback.
Nice job by the defense there. Took away all the options downfield, and the quarterback realized pretty quickly, I got no choice but to check this down, and results in no gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping him.
The Cardinals offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's DeMarcado. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some...
And he will score! Touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Extra point now by Riley. It's up and good. And the Cardinals have taken a 4-point advantage.
49ers 24.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here, bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. And a stoppage here for injury. One of the Cardinals shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Third and 7. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. First down, 49ers.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It's third down, and defensively, you think you do a great job taking everybody away. But sometimes you just can't account for the quick little check down to the back. And his ability to run in the open field and make people miss, he's able to pick up a huge gain.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 6. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Third down, Purdy. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's going to have a first down as he's taken down on what is the final play of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, first and 10. They'll begin the fourth by giving it to Robinson. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss.
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down, and they'll try to convert it on third down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Third and short. Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It's set up a fourth down.
And on third down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they're going to get the first down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short deal.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown San Francisco. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Niners 31, Cardinals 28.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This returnable, it's DiMercado. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read. Seemingly, Keon White. He gets in there for the sack. It's a loss of 4 to kick off this drive.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Going up top. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To McCaffrey, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
On 2nd down, Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the foul. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
This defense knows the importance of this drive. They have to keep this game at one possession. That's a great start there on first down.
Second and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Now Purdy. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, 49ers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This returnable, it's DeMercado. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Jacoby Brissett getting set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on second down, Brissett. Going left side down the field, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your...
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And this quarterback just continues to take a beating throughout the entire game. They have to find a way to keep him upright. Otherwise, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of this game in one piece.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Bryce Huff getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be third and a mile.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's out of bounds, but they're going to spot this inside the 25. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 15-yard line.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Throwing again, Brissett. Good coverage there in the end zone, and is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And the Cardinals are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Here is 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Brissett gonna throw. And this is gonna be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Now Ryland for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3 of field goals here in the 4th quarter. A 1-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. In the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. A tight end in motion now. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Cards going to signal for their third and final timeout. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Third and a yard. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. Fourth and a couple. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on fourth down. Here's first and 10. Throw it. Reset. Back to the right side. Up by McBride. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's second down. Here we go. One final play. That's right side, and that's the tight end, McBride. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.